Shukor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Menteri Rangba Kejela Ukon Ratki Sangma ula pelat ya ke Bynta Nyngkong jangka umbrella post matric scholarship na ke Bynta ki Samla Pule ke scheduled tribe jong usnam Pule arhajar apusan arhajar apun rio ha ke program kabala pendong ha Shillong College ha ke arpun nyotrik unailar arhajar apun rio ha ke jingedan lang Menteri Ketenat Pule Putih uba lakmen rembui na ke Bynta uni usnam Pule Kendai pun riu hajar pras pak khar artli ki application na ki Samla Pule ST na keleng ke Meghalaya na dep ban pensisha. Da ka jingmang pelut baro lang kakot shispa kendai pupra pon saw ar Klur tingka. Ka Ministry of Tribal Affairs ka Sorkar India kala phak tin ya ka baha ka Sorkar Pedeng ba prapusa pon san Klur tingka Bat ka Sorkar jila kala pelat 10% ka baha jong ka kendai pon saw not Klur tingka ban penti kena bakanum don ka jing penslam. Baro lang kendai pulai pon riu kendai pra Klur tingka la pelat kum ka Bynta Nyngkong Shaki kendai pun riu hajar pras pa akhar arngut kinong yo Bynta na baro ki district lingba ka direct benefit transfer Shaki bank account jong ki Samla Pule. Ha bakren ha kajing ilang Menteri Rangba uloong bakani kajing pelat kalong kam palat di kapisa. Kadai kabai school kaban siu no ha kapor kababiang kadai kabai hostel kaban num tenrong i kajing kit ha kilong yinglong sem kadai kakot bat katiar Pule kabaki Samla Pule kimdan kamshu ban khuslai bakin yo bat kadai kaburom bajar jar jong ki Samla shenrang bat ken thei ki balla ha kabakhat do bakin Pynlait jingmut ha kajing Pule. Menteri Rangba ula batai ya kajing slam bat karukom penya thma ya kapisa Shaki Samla Pule ringkat ka jinglong ka basai uloong baha kisnem balalej kajing plat pisa na ka Sorkar India ka juslam bha house nam balala ka Sorkar jila kala plat lupa ya kapisa haswa ka Christmas na laga jong ka plating ka bat hadin kala plat bet ya ka na kapisa bapha ka Sorkar Pedeng. Menta usnam ka Finance Ministry ka Sorkar India kala pentrai kam ya ka Single Nodal Agency ka bathamai ban pelat ya kapisa hakapor ka babiang. Hapo ka SNA kapisa kamwanshu na ka ministry lani sya ka Sorkar jila. Hadin kala pendep ya kikot kisla ban pensisha da ka jila ka Reserve Bank of India kala pha bet ya kapisa sya ka account jong ki Samla Pule. Ka Rural Bank of India kala Klur ban pendep ya ka kam Hadu sansngi kababun Menteri Rangba ula kentui ki Samla Pule bakim day ban khuslai lada ka SMS kampat wan menta kasngi haba penpau baki kam kidang shisdang menta kasngi ban nyon yo budam. Watla ka jingdon ka syuti jong ka raksha bandan la sngi satjan bat sngi ublay. Menteri Rangba ula ai ka khubor Shaki khatpra lak ki Samla bahapo arhosnem hapo ka jila. Uloong ba nalor ki kadan Pule bat ki saptrai kam kabadan kam ha ki briu kadai ka jingla ban shim ya ka jingkit kli bat ban pendap ya ki kam. Menteri Rangba ula pentip ba ka National Scholarship Portal jong usnam arhaja apun rio arhaja apun yo kala pli ha kalai trek naitung arhaja apun rio bat kan yai pli hadu kalai potrek unai wing arhaja apun rio na ka Bynta ki pri bat post matric scholarship jong ki Samla Pule ST labha ki officer bakin sedang no ban pensisha ban mang pisa no kham kloi khnang ban kiari ki jing muslim ula airu ka jing kular baka Sorkar kan sabut dia ni ki jing pelat no ya ka bha ka basa jong ka Sorkar Pedeng bat ka CM scholarship kham kloi kat bala.
I'm very happy to officially launch the scholarship and ensure that the process of transfer of the scholarship begins. Thank you so much. That's not a lottery. That's a total amount. So that's 96,800.
Reason I think is that the last year, Honorable Chief Minister, there was a program. It was the first time that the idea of having a program to even release, because that has created so much awareness, and we have kept screens in all the colleges, all the students came to know. The students who were never applied before, they thought, why should not we apply? And then the kind of awareness that has created the motivation to all the students, that has actually moved the number of registrations, number of applications have increased. The number two reason I feel is that we have also we have initiated this Chief Minister Scholarship Scheme last year. The applications that we received for this scheme was more than 1 lakh. And that was also very surprising because the number one reason when we took the scheme proposal to Honorable Chief Minister, we asked what should be the conditions. So we presented that saying that, see, for the umbrella scholarship scheme, there is income limit is there. There are other various conditions are there. So when we asked sir said that there should not be any conditions, because any student who is studying in our state or who belongs to our state must be able to get this scholarship. And this has motivated in huge numbers. We have received more than 1 lakh applications. Out of 1 lakh applications, 98,600 something we have released scholarships so far, almost about 1 lakh. And that is the second reason. But the third major reason is, I should say, that same impact. Because the number of applications in class 11 and 12 has gone up. Because the admissions have gone up. About more than 10,000 students have entered newly entered, freshly in excess they have entered this class 11. So for these three reasons, the prime mover, I must say, Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Konrad Samla, and this is a big change. See the number of applications because this is the main thing. Even though we were thinking why there should be a program, why this Chief Minister Scholarship Scheme, even though we are giving 6,000, but that has made a big change. Now we have about almost 1 lakh students applying from our state, and about close to 200 crores. The scholarship amount has gone up almost 30% from compared to last year. So these are the small things. Of course, if you see that the higher education, it's totally driven by university. It's a university driven. Till class 12, we have boarding, we have MOCs there. There's a board available, and we can intervene into the academic administration. But the moment you go to higher education, it's only the university. You have NEHU and you have state universities. So primarily driven by the universities, and the very little that government can do, except that the only thing that government can do is infrastructure, scholarships. So that's what we are doing the best. So last 3 years, if you see, we have 19 new colleges opened in our state. Out of 19, 6 of them are our state colleges, government has set up, and then 13 are private colleges which we have set up. About 10,000 new capacity has increased compared to last year. About 30% has increased. So that's a huge change that we are doing. One more thing is that last time we have seen in the news that some students have to go outside the state for appearing in CUT, because these are class 12 students, small kids. They never ventured outside the state. Suddenly they have to go appear outside, go to Assam, Tejpur. Some of them even have to go to Bihar, Telangana. So for this, Honorable Chief Minister says that we have to establish our own capacity. If NTA is not coming forward, TCS is supposed to set up their own centers here. They have done their best. So then we have pitched in. This is the first time, this is the only state government where it has set up NTA centers. We have set up 450 nodes in our state. We have set up 7 new centers. Earlier there were about 12, now we have added new 7, and total it has come to 19 centers. The good thing is that we have set up 3 extra city centers. Earlier, all of you must be doing, those who appear for the CUT or any NTA exam, when you go to the NTA website, when you choose the center, and there will be 5 options. Out of 5, you have to give 5 options. Number 1 priority, number 2 priority. So from our state, there are only 2 centers. One is Shillong, one is Tura. Now third option you can't escape. You have to give third option. Most of you give Guwahati, then you give Tejpur, then you give something else. But now we are forced to go outside. So we have created 3 new centers. One is in Sora, one is in Mawphlang, one is in Jowai. With this, now all 5 centers you can give in Meghalaya. So this is the good thing, that this is a strategic thing, that even though there are only 50 nodes in Sora, 50 nodes in Mawphlang, but it's a new city center. So the NTA is now forced to give you a center within Meghalaya. This is the very strategic thinking that we have been doing. So with these small things, I must thank Honorable Chief Minister.
That we know the difficulty of the student, we know the difficulty of the student who are not eligible for the scheme. That's why the Chief Minister Scholarship Scheme is there. Besides that is only to incentivize you. But one more incentivize for you is that there are so many merit scholarships. I want to see that each one of you don't satisfy with only post-matric scholarship, don't satisfy only with CM scholarship, don't satisfy yourself only with the border area scholarship. Make yourself do better, compete, qualify in many scholarships which the government have launched for the benefit of the student. Because we are very lucky in today's, where in the most challenging time, where I must say the crucial period of educational sector in the state, that we have our Honorable Chief Minister who listen to the voice of the people. The voice how to improve, how to give opportunity, and more importantly, how to see that the students feel that there are somebody who are taking responsible for you. Debate have become going on about CM impact, about it. But I'm sure that you have your own internal talent, your own internal gift. Health book is just a health book. Some students, even if you give, suppose if you appear exam and open book exam, you give to them, they will still fail. Because they don't know which chapter they will find this reply. But by the time they find the reply, the time is off. So it is not because we undermine the government or another chief minister, undermine your capacity to excel. No. But to help you, more importantly, because we have seen so many difficulties, many in rural areas, because of something or other, there will be dislocation in the academic calendar. So where they will get opportunity. We didn't want anybody to lose 1 year of education. That's why in spite of the high percentage of passing of the exam of SSLC, we still give a second chance. Because we want to do more. As Commissioner Secretary mentioned, that now near about 300 crore the government has spent for scholarship. It is not a matter of something, but the government to do more. That's why in 2018, when we took a decision to revise the rate of scholarship from by 3 times, this really helps. It does not only help the student, it helps the college also. Shillong College able to expand, St. Louis College able to expand, Lady King, so on and so forth, able to expand because of this thing which the government is doing. But our intention is not just to give you the scholarship. We want you to excel, as I said before. Excel. Today is a competitive world. You have to excel. Not only excel in studies, with other activities. That's why Honorable Chief Minister has done so many programs to find who are you, to discover yourself, to discover your talent, to give you the platform. So to take all those platforms, those initiatives, and don't rest on only on what you achieve in the classroom. The government is there. You are lucky and safe that we were, as the government, as the people who was entrusted the responsibility in education sector. I want all the youth of Meghalaya, all the students to grow with the education.
It's truly a day to mark, or I should say, remember as a day for education. Apart from the scholarship that we will be releasing today, I was counting since the morning until now, approximately 160 minutes is the time frame that Honorable Education Minister today has spoken about education. About 140 minutes in the assembly and about 15-20 minutes right here in front of you. In fact, when he was speaking, I got a bit nervous because he was going on and on and on. You know, my eyes were shutting at one point, and again I woke myself up. But I could see the enthusiasm in him kept going more and more. And I was getting a bit worried because I thought that he's going to break my record. So I spoke in the house once for 3 hours and 40 minutes continuously. And I was looking at the watch and I was worried. I think Malakman might break that. But luckily, he stopped at 3 o'clock. But the reason I'm telling you that is because the amount of work that has gone into education, especially in the last 8 years, was something that our education minister today touched on from the beginning till what we have done till today. It was almost like a documentary for me, listening to his speech, explaining about how small, some very big, some very difficult decisions had to be made in the education sector. And how he described the education sector as being one of the most dynamic sectors in the state, one of the most dynamic departments in the government. The greatest challenge with education that we face today is not because we don't know what to do. We absolutely know what has to be done. The problem is how to do it. And the problem is how to do it without disturbing the balance and the complications, and keeping in mind different stakeholders. All of these complications, while carrying that with you, we have to solve the problems. And how you do it, that really is the challenge in education. And for the last 8 years, and I keep giving this analogy to everybody I speak to. So education department is like, the wires of your headphones or the different strings that are all jumbled up together. And your natural instinct is to pull and hope that everything just falls into place. And that's what you would do. Suddenly you would pull it, only to realize that you are actually complicating the problem even more. And so the only way to resolve the problem is to take this bunch of knots and untie them one by one, which requires a lot of patience, which requires a lot of concentration, and which requires the other people watching this knot being this bundle of knots being unknotted and saying, "What are you doing? Do it fast." And that's precisely what the education sector has been for us for the last 8 years. When I talk like that, I know for some of you it may just sound like a really boring speech. but some of us who are in the education sector can understand what I'm talking about. And they will agree with me when I tell them that all of us who have been working on this, untangling these knots, can see what will happen in the next 5 years from now. I can see it. I can literally, vision what's going to happen in 5 years. I can see the next 10 years. I can see what's going to happen for the PGI. I can see what's going to happen when it comes to our teacher ratios. I can see what's going to happen when it comes to our science education, our higher secondary education. I can see how the colleges and higher technical education is going to go up. And I can foresee where we are going to go forward because we have laid those foundations now. We have untangled those knots. We have changed the structural problems that were there in the system to allow now the system to move in the right direction. And it's been a long journey. I don't want to get into what the problems were. But I do take this moment to really put my sense of appreciation and gratitude to all the people who have put in hours and hours, gone through the pressure of different stakeholders coming in and demanding different things. And one pulling you from this side, the other pulling you from this side. Yet staying focused on what we are supposed to do and moving forward. As Ministry, Government of India came with new rules. And those rules were that Government of India will no longer sanction the money and give it to the ministry, and the ministry will then further give it to us. Because there is a time gap and the interest payments and the money that lies, because money is also time. Time is also money. So in order to be able to, and when you deal in hundreds and thousands and lakhs of crores, even one day interest of the money lying in the bank is huge. So I'm trying to give you the picture of Government of India. So Government of India Finance Ministry decided we will do real-time transaction. Because sometimes some states, they take the money, keep it for 10 days, and then after 10 days they release. So that 10 days is like, 20 crores of interest, which the RBI or the Government of India could save. Anyway, that's the financial part. So government introduced SNA Sparsh, which is a mechanism through which now Government of India, the RBI, that means the Reserve Bank of India, releases money straight to you. The money does not come into the ministry, nor does it come to us. The paperwork happens through us, but the money, as soon as the details are given by the ministry and by the state government to RBI, the RBI starts to transfer the funds to you directly. So, my plan to give money in advance to you once again met with a challenge. Because earlier, the ministry would then give back the money to me. Now, if I give advance to you, RBI also will fund directly to you. That means you'll get double, which is a good thing for you, but not a great thing for me. One by one your accounts into the system and the money will be released. So, the RBI, the system that they are putting into place, may take 4 to 5 to 6 working days for some cases. So therefore, I'm putting a caveat right now that we are, the funds have been, rather the names have been given, the entire process has been completed, RBI is starting the process. So please don't put any messages on my social media saying, sir, I have not received the money yet. Okay? I'm telling you now only that yes, you will not receive. Maybe some of you will, some of you may not. Because it is going to take maybe 5 working days plus minus, because there are 96,000 accounts. And RBI is now processing. It's not like our state where we have all the system ready. RBI is giving this SNA Sparsh for thousands of accounts, for thousands of schemes to many, many states in the country. So hence this process is going to be tedious, but we have got an assurance from RBI that they're looking at maximum of 5 days. So I am giving you that heads up right now, so that none of you have any reason to blame or complain to me later. So with that note, I also want to kind of reiterate what our Chief Secretary had mentioned. That, it's very important for one to really see how they will be able to use these funds. Of course, some of you will have to, spend it completely for the reimbursement of your fees. Some of you may be able to save some for fees being paid through other sources, or whatever it may be. My request also to you as your Chief Minister will be to see how you can use the funds in a constructive manner. Use it for something good. Use it for something useful. Something that is going to improve how you as a person can become, how your efficiency can improve, or just how you can improve as an individual and as a human being.